Hi, good morning. Happy Thursday. What a glorious Thursday it is. I honestly believe that the weather in Georgia is menopausal. Because we just never know from day to day. Am I gonna need a hat and scarf and gloves? Am I gonna need a short sleeve shirt? Am I gonna need a long sleeve shirt with a fabulous furry vest? I don't know. So every morning I have to look at my weather app to see how to dress for the day. Okay, let's discuss last night. I was quite afraid that I was going to wake up deceased this morning. Want to know why? Well, my cat is so weird sometimes, you know? Sometimes she really loves me, and she wants all the loves and pets and kisses. My hand is a little cold out here. And sometimes she's like, touch me again. Touch me one more time and see what happens. And I never know from one second to the next which cat I'm gonna have, okay? Well, I go to bed last night. Penelope and I. She usually, Gracie, sleeps on her cat bed now that we have a cat bed. But she comes running in the bedroom last night. And I thought, oh, here we go. She's going to start her caterwauling, running up and down the halls, calling out to her people. No. You know what she did? She jumped on the bed. She licked me 3 times on the forehead. 3 times. Which is weird because she doesn't normally just lick me on the forehead. And when I took my hand out from under the cover, she bit me. I mean, she didn't break skin, but I was like, are you tasting my forehead to see if I'm done or something? Are you gonna, like, try to decease me in my sleep? Well, I know what it is. I hate to complain about my personal issues. I hate to tell you of all my woes, because people come to this page for humor, you know. But I've been battling something pretty big. Yeah, a cut on my thumb. Y'all, I mean, should I have gone to the doctor? Probably. It didn't need stitches. It just, well, where it is, it's like right there. I was using these Band-Aids. I thought they were so cool. I got one at the office. And they're like the Tegaderm, which is that real thin, clear stuff. And it's waterproof. And I was like, oh, I'll use those. Well, I have an allergy. A skin allergy, I guess. I don't know. I have reaction to certain bandages. I don't know if it's latex. I don't know what it is. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you eating? What did you eat? Ooh, you nasty little heifer. We'll discuss her haircut in a minute, okay? I needed a Band-Aid for it at work the other day because, you know, you have to wash your hands and they start getting all kind of sweaty and ugh. Well, I chose one of those Tegaderm bandages. Little bitty Band-Aid. I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. Well, then I went and bought a box because I liked them so much. Except when you sleep in one, that's a long time. And I woke up with big blisters all over that area where the boo-boo was. Please stand by. Okay, so anyway, so then I decided that I would sleep without a bandage. You know, because it was throbbing. I think it was Mitzi that used to say that. It was throbbing instead of throbbing, you know, because we make up our own language. She would say it's throbbing. Anyway, I woke up and it was infected. and it was throbbing, and it was hurting so bad. But you know what? Y'all never knew. Y'all never knew that I was going through this trauma in my life with a boo-boo on my thumb, okay? Because I want to make y'all laugh and not make you, I don't want to make y'all sad for my thumb boo-boo. Well, back to the cat. So yesterday, I'm desperate to find something. I have used Neosporin, I have used Polysporin, I have used Silver. It's you can get it at Walgreens, like a silver cream stuff. It really helped a lot more than anything else. I would put peroxide in a little shot glass and soak my thumb in the peroxide. Alcohol, I mean, you name it, I was trying it because I needed this daggum thumb to heal up. And I think, yeah, well, whatever. Long story short, yesterday I decided as my final punt before I go to the doctor, I got some frankincense oil. Yes, I'm one of the oil babies from a few years ago that I was buying oil for everything. Well, I have frankincense. And I put some frankincense oil on that because at this point, like I said, I'm getting a little desperate. Well, I want y'all to know that it looked horrid yesterday. Today, it's, I mean, like, you almost can't see anything. So, frankincense for the win. Well, anyway, I also used to mix a little frankincense, like a little drop of frankincense, in with my face cream. Please stand by. Somehow I knew Penelope was going to run out in front of that car. I mean, she didn't because I had her on lockdown. But, yes, I know my dog, okay? That's all I'm saying. Well, anyway, I put a little drop of frankincense in my palm with a little bit of my face cream last night because I truthfully had forgotten about it, and I forgot what it does for your skin. I forgot the benefits of using it. Well, apparently Gracie likes the smell of it because she came running in there and started licking my forehead. Who does that? Okay, now let's talk about Penny. So I started the haircut procedure last night, and please stand by. She doesn't look terrible. Yeah, I cut her top knot off because it was just getting kind of ratty. However, the clippers gave out on me quickly into the grooming process. So I trimmed her mostly. Well, not mostly. I trimmed her using scissors, which I'm not that good with scissors. I'm better with the clippers. She doesn't look terrible, but I did order me a new grooming kit that was delivered last night. I gotta go to work, but I have another story to tell you, so I'll be back when I get in the car, okay? Okay. Hi there. Now then, we're gonna go to the office now, but I'm gonna tell you another story. So, yesterday, talking about the sheriff's office stories, Lynn started sending me messages, and it just reminded me of a couple more of our phone calls that we would get. This lady called in. She said, can you send an officer out and have him tell my child that he needs to clean up his room? Huh? I said, what? How old's your child? 10. No ma'am, we cannot send a police officer out to tell your child to clean his room. We can't. We don't have the resources to send police officers and deputy sheriffs out to do such things, because there are actual emergencies that require police officers and deputy sheriffs to respond to, okay? And your son or child not cleaning his room because you tell him to is not an emergency. Well, he just won't do anything I say. Well, you know, what I wanted to say was, I can tell you one thing. My Mama Shirley, she never had to call the police to come out and tell us to do anything. No. My mama took care of those things, okay? My mama raised one eyebrow and she got quiet and she said, you go clean your room. And, yeah, that was all it took. Well, especially for me, because once that eyebrow went up, I was scared. I was scared of the next step, because I was afraid that next step was going to be like Gracie licking me on the forehead. I thought I was about to be deceased. Yeah. No, we're not coming out to tell your child to clean his room. You the mama, okay? And you as the mama should have started this a long time ago, okay? When they're 2 years old, even in nursery, daycare, at the church, it started getting to be about time to, you know, for the service to end, and clean up, everybody's gotta clean up, pick up your toys and put them in the bins that they go in, clean up. I can't remember the actual song, but we did have a song that we sang, yeah, with 2-year-olds. You should have started that at about 8 years ago. So anyway, that's it for now. I'm at work. I'll be back. Honestly, if I drank, I'd be going home a-drinking after today. Whoo, Lord. Thank you, Jesus, that the day is over. Okay, so one last thing before I let you go. I got hooked into this 50-part series on TikTok of this lady's life story, okay? Not her life story, but her story of meeting this man and falling in love, and it was in 2020, and it's called Reeseteesa, Reese Teesa. That's the name of her TikTok page. And the series is called Who the F Did I Marry? And she goes into great detail of him being a pathological liar and all the things that he did and all the red flags that she ignored. And she said, I'm putting it all out there, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Y'all can talk, you know, say bad things about me or whatever, but by me telling this story, if I can help one person, then it will be worth it. And she goes into telling this story of how they met. Well, they met like on Facebook and then on a dating website, and she was on the way to meet him for dinner, and she had a blowout, and he came and changed the tire, put the donut on, then took her to a tire place, paid for them to put the tire on. She's swooning, right? Because this is their first time meeting, and he's taking care of her. And then they go to have dinner, and there was a long wait, so they went outside and talked, and he was telling her all the right things about how he wanted to get married and settle down and have kids, and he had all this money from work, from playing football, and on and on and on. Well, it was in February of 2020 when they met, and then of course Georgia went on lockdown. She lives in Georgia, and she said even though it was not what she would normally do, she asked him to move in because he was still waiting for his company to get him in a house. So he was staying in this little studio apartment. And so anyway, he moved in with her, even though she didn't think that that was a good idea, but she didn't want to be alone through the lockdown and blah, blah, blah. Well, then she ends up getting pregnant, and they start looking for a house, and everything is falling through that they try to get. And then he's like, well, you need a nice car since you're going to be driving around with my baby. And they go test drive all these cars, and they're still looking at houses, and he's paying all the bills. So she's not having to do anything except to like pay her car payment and I think her car insurance. But he moved in and started paying the rent and all the utilities. And she's like, for the first time in my life, I didn't have to worry about money. I didn't have to worry about paying all my bills or, you know, whatever. And she was at the time working for the Georgia State Patrol, and he came in saying he was working for some company, and then he got a new job, and then he became vice president, and I mean, just all this stuff, like everything that you would want to hear is what this man's telling, right? And she said there were more red flags than the United Nations. I'm telling you, if you want to watch it, go to TikTok, look it up. I know a lot of y'all don't do TikTok, and that's fine. But for the ones who do TikTok and want to watch it, hey, if you just type in REESE, it's going to come up. And then you tap on her page, and you can start with part 1. And she's gone mega viral. Mega viral. I mean, millions of views on these TikToks. But yeah, she's, it's quite a story. It is quite a story. If you want to go watch it. Because I've only told you about that much of it. But, yeah. Anyway, I guess that's going to be it for this video. Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. I hope he's coming back soon, because these people be crazy. And I will talk to you on the next Tracy Tries, which will be tomorrow. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. And that's it. Yeah. Toodles, my noodles.